this is Alex, the driving instructor from SenSen Driving School. In today's video, we'll be talking about highway driving and how we enter and exit the highway. Okay, so we're headed south on Boundary here, turning left onto Grandview Highway entrance. Okay, did you catch the sign on the left-hand side where it tells us that the right lane ends in 200 meters? So let's watch out for cars merging from the right lane into your lane if you're already in the left lane like I am. And that's how the sign looks like. Okay, we are now entering the entrance lane or the acceleration lane. Okay, so the basic highway will consist of 3 sections: the acceleration lane, the highway, and the exit lane. When you're in the entrance ramp, make sure you scan the highway to see the volume of the traffic. And when you're in the acceleration lane, you want to do anywhere between 3 to 4 shoulder checks. Your first one is when you signal. Your second one is when you are trying to identify a safe gap in traffic. The third one is for you to merge onto the highway. So yes, the acceleration lane is to get up to speed and match the speed of the traffic on the highway. I typically recommend anywhere between 70 to 80 kilometers an hour, and it is safe for you to assume it's 80 unless a sign tells you otherwise. Okay, so we're going to do our first shoulder check after we signal here. Okay, first one just to see how the volume is. Second one to identify a safe gap. Third one to confirm the safe gap and merge. And sometimes it gets really busy, so that's why we might need a fourth one to confirm the safe gap and merge. So in this case, it wasn't as busy, so I was able to get it done with 3 shoulder checks. Okay, so to maintain speed, you're gassing, you're letting go, gassing, letting go, gassing, letting go, to maintain the 80 kilometers an hour. So this is just a reminder that if you're unsure of the speed, you can safely assume it's 80 kilometers an hour unless a sign tells you otherwise. And of course, safety is always number 1, so keep a safe distance between you and the car in front. Okay, did you catch that? There is a new speed on the highway, and it's 90 kilometers an hour. So understand that the new speed sign is, once it's within sight, you get up to speed as you pass it. It isn't going up to speed after the sign. So at highway speeds, everything is happening so fast, so it's always recommended that you look further ahead. Okay, so there's a merging lane on the right-hand side here. I would recommend doing a right shoulder check over your right shoulder to see if there are any cars trying to merge onto the highway into your lane. And the sign looks like this. And yes, we are still checking our mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds, so we are aware of our surroundings. So there's another sign there reminding us that it is still 90 kilometers an hour on this highway, this section of the highway. Yes, that's right. So you want to try to avoid driving side by side with vehicles for driving in their blind spots. Okay, so when we are ready to exit the highway, be sure to signal your intentions well in advance so the people behind you know that you want to exit. It is best to maintain your speed until you get into the exit lane because you don't want to hold up the traffic that's behind you, that's trying to go straight. So generally, once you exit the highway, there's a yellow speed limit that recommends a speed that you should take. So let's see in our case here. So signal, shoulder check. Okay, so we're getting off the highway first. Turn off the signal. So you can see the 50 sign on the right hand side there. It's in yellow. So it's recommending that I gradually make my way down to 50 kilometers an hour in this exit lane. And this is just to remind us, it's just the recommendation is 50 kilometers an hour. So I'm getting in the right lane here. So the lane I'm in is to go straight on this road, and had I stayed on the left lane, that lane is turn left only. For anyone that's curious, this is the Sprott exit. I know this is a highway video, however, there is a tricky area up ahead that I wanted to show everyone. Okay, up ahead here, traffic light, you turn right, signal shoulder check, get into the right lane, turn off, and then turn it back on. So this area up here is set up like a yield sign. However, they put a stop sign there. So make sure you do your full stop. And I recommend a second stop because you're checking for cars coming from the left. And when it's safe, you proceed into the closest lane. Okay, so let's see me enter and exit the highway again. This time a different entrance and a different exit. Okay, so second attempt, remember it's 3 to 4 shoulder checks. Your first one is when you signal. Okay, there's the signal for a shoulder check, just to say hi to everyone. Second one is to identify a gap. Third one to confirm the gap and merge. Don't forget to turn off the signal. Okay, so the merging area in the acceleration lane is divided with a solid white line. So make sure you don't try to enter the highway too early because you'll be crossing a solid white line. So here's an illustration here. So making sure you're fully utilizing the acceleration lane, not just trying to jump on as soon as you can. Keep checking those mirrors. Yes, all 3 of them. You don't have to check all 3 at the exact same time. You can spread it out. So checking the right side mirror, looking straight again. Checking the rear view mirror, looking straight again. Looking at the left side mirror and looking straight again. So you don't need to look at all 3 at the same time before looking straight again, because that takes a lot of time off of you looking at the road in front of you. So it's hard to notice here, but I am going a little slower. I'm currently going 60 kilometers an hour because, of course, the truck in front of me is going slow. So you have to remember the speed limit is a maximum, not a minimum. What's important is safety is first. So it looks like we're picking up here, so I'm going up to 70 now. Still can't make our way up to 90 kilometers an hour because of traffic. Okay, so the truck's out of our way. I was able to get back up to 85, 90 kilometers an hour. Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to exit. Again, you're going to signal right, shoulder check right. Get off the highway, turn off the signal, and make sure you slow down to the recommended speed, and in this case it's 50 kilometers an hour. Okay, so you can see in this illustration, you want to get off sooner over the broken white line and not ultra late over the solid white line. Of course, that's because it's dangerous. Okay, so let's see me do another entrance and another exit for the third time and see how I do. Okay, we're in the acceleration lane, so let's get up to 70 to 80. There's no cars in front of us, so definitely going to 80. So I signaled, shoulder check 1. Shoulder check 2, looking for that gap. 3rd, confirming that gap and merging. So again, we are safely assuming it's 80 kilometers an hour unless the sign tells us otherwise. So I believe the sign comes up here. It's hard to see with the sun telling us that it's 90 on this stretch of the highway. There it is. So let's make sure we're going 90 here. Of course, if we can, we're trying to stay out of the blind spot of that truck. Still checking those mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. Maintaining that speed, gassing, let it go, gassing, let it go, gassing, let it go. So the exit we're heading to is the Wellington Avenue exit. That's coming up. Don't forget to signal as we need to communicate our intentions. Okay, shoulder check. And getting in the exit lane, turning off the signal, reducing my speed, and it recommends here 40 kilometers an hour in the exit here. So it's not a slam on your brakes, get down to 40. This is a gradual, in control, reducing speed down to 40. And it was quite easy because there's so much traffic ahead anyway, so it was quite easy to get down to 40 already. Looks like some road work. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to see more from this channel. Thank you. Bye now.